Hey, what's going on, everybody? Pokemon Trainer Trevor coming back at you with another tabletop gameplay video. Just gonna go through the 60 real quick. Y'all have seen Applin before. You know what's going on with Festival, Lead, do the wave. But a couple standouts here. I'm just gonna go to the cuts because most of these I would keep. You could maybe get rid of the 1-1 Goldeen Seaking. Not everyone plays these. Or you could make it 2-2, or you could make it 1-2. There's some combinations. I'm playing 3 boss. We want to play boss. Sometimes we got to gust stuff around. We might even have to discard one with Secret Box. It feels good to have a 3rd boss. 1 Black Belt's training and 1 Kieran for our damage modifiers, as well as 2 Brave Bangles. That feels good. 2 Kierans right now, so you have the switch and the damage modifier. But the Judge and the Brock Scouting, I would maybe cut the Judge for a Dawn, or keep the Judge and cut the Brock Scouting for a Dawn or 2. Also trying to squeak a 2nd Night Stretcher in here. Pretty good. Probably what you'd want to do. Otherwise, pretty happy with the counts on these. We got a 4-3 line of our Applin Dipplin, 4-3 line of our Grookey Thwackey. We just want to set up and get started with it. 1-1 Rellor Rabsca, trying to avoid the Dragapult shenanigans. Even though it feels like he's prized all the time. Or it's just hard to set up, but it's what we have. And then 1 Shaymin to avoid the Wellspring Ogre Pond shenanigans and the bench snipes. We can get that up quickly with a Poké Pad. We did cut the duck, so there's some thought to be had there if it's worth slipping the duck in here. But the Judge or the Brock Scouting would go for another Night Stretcher, or maybe for the duck, or maybe you cut the Goldeen Seaking for a duck, or beef up your Dipplin line. Like, there's a couple options, but that's what we got. I won't bore y'all too much more. We're just going to get into some gameplay. This is the Secret Box variant. I feel like it does help us kind of get all the pieces when we need it. But without further ado, let's get into some gameplay. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Check into it. Yo! We are into round 1. Let's get it. I hate to spoil it. You might have seen her sleeves, but we are up against a Team Rocket's deck. And I believe I'm going second this game. Oh, we even got a mulligan. Nothing to start with, no basic Pokemon. But it looks like our opponent's all laced up. They're ready to go. A little bit of shuffling. A little bit of shuffling. It's a fun matchup. Hope everybody's having a good day and had a good week. Hope you're excited for some Apples gameplay. I know I am. It's my favorite deck. Looks like we finally got something to set up with. Not a bad hand, a Judge, I think 2 Grass Energy, a Poké Pad. Couldn't help but notice I was sticking my hand out for a while. Even had to cut out some dead air time. I won't name names. It's okay. We'll let it slide. Started the Mimikyu in the Team Rocket's Proton, which I think allows you to grab 3 basic Team Rocket's Pokemon. Pretty goated start, if you ask me. Decides to get 2 of the Team Rocket's Tarantula and 1 Team Rocket's Mewtwo. Put the stadium down first. Yep, I'm peeping my hand. Judge, 2 Grass, Poké Pad, a Lillies, and a Thwackey. Alright, since you played the Proton, was able to draw 2 cards and is able to get the Team Rocket's Murkrow on the bench. I'm going to draw for turn. We get another Lillies. Just debating if I play the Poké Pad or attach the grass. We did have an Air Balloon. I misread. It was a Grass Energy Air Balloon. Yep, Poké Pad. Allows us to search for a Pokemon without a rule box. Just going through the deck, seeing what's up. I think we grab a Goldeen, because as we retreat, then we have a guaranteed Pokemon to Festival lead into. And then we're going to play the Lillies to grab 8 fresh cards. We got an Applin, a Stadium, a Rabsca. We'll bump the Stadium. I just played him to sacrifice him. He's not relevant in this matchup. Attach a grass to the Goldeen and pass. Think we got a supporter lined up for next turn. Attach the grass energy to the Goldeen, that way if it doesn't die, we can retreat it after we use Thwackey's ability. But looks like evolved into the Spidops, put down the Stadium, and played Team Rocket's Giovanni in order to boss up, and she goes for the Applin. She goes for the Applin. She's seen right through it. She said, I know that you're attacker, bro. He's going down. Oh, and she announced the Team Rocket's Murkrow ability. I'm going to draw for a turn. I forget what the ability does. But I evolved that into a Seaking. Got our Thwackey down. Played a Poké Pad. Oh, got a Lillie's. Allows you to search for a supporter card. That's a pretty good attack. We're going to get our Dipplin off the Poké Pad. That way we can use Thwackey's ability. Just looking real quick, making sure I'm going to get what I get. Not shuffling because we're going to go back in. But we're going to Lillies first. Let me see 8 cards. Super powerful supporter. And I did edit out a good chunk of the shuffling, so if any of it looks suspicious, that's probably what went down. 8 fresh cards. I see a secret box. We got an Applin. We got a Grookey. We still haven't used the Boom Boom Groove. We got the grass attachment for a turn. Now we're using Thwackey's ability. Because Dipplin's in lead, we get to search for a card. Give me that Stadium. We are attacking twice. Yep, do the wave for 100 and do the wave for another 100. Got to knock them both out. I just announced it while I was shuffling. Alright, little Night Stretcher action. Get the Team Rocket's Tarantula back out. And the Lillies, same thing. Let's see 8 cards. It's a good supporter. Everyone plays it. Most people play 4. Let's see what she grabs. The Rocket Sneasel. Uses the Spidops ability to accelerate a grass. And ooh, the Team Rocket's Transceiver. That's a good card. Got the Petrol. And a pass. I evolve a Dipplin. Just giving it some thought. I'd like to boss a Mewtwo or something. Use Thwackey's ability. We're gonna get another Thwackey. Debating if I'm gonna use his ability or not yet. Looks like I am gonna use Boom Boom Groove again. And we don't have to reveal the card we grab, which is pretty cool. A lot of times we're playing it almost immediately after, so it does get revealed, but sometimes we can start really stacking the hand. And then I am going to boss the Spidops before it gets the ability to attack. Evolve the Rellor. Then we do the wave for 100 twice to knock out the Spidops. And she's already got one energy on the Team Rocket's Mewtwo. Definitely a big Pokemon to hit into. I wanted to boss into it, but you have to use a supporter that's a damage modifier and a Brave Bangle tool that's a damage modifier to hit it, so you can't boss it up and use a supporter damage modifier in the same turn. It's going to attach another Rocket's energy and play the Night Stretcher. Get another Tarantula down. Almost called it a Spidops. Then could use that Spidops ability. Accelerated Grass Energy from the discard pile. Really good ability. And the Archer, which is like unfair stamp. But I get 3 cards. She gets 5, I believe. Definitely a good card. Good card. But my board is pretty set up. So as long as I don't just get trapped and active, we're in the game. My cat is hollering. Alright, he's gonna knock me out with the Mewtwo. Promote the Dipplin. Looks like I got a boss in hand. Boss, Lana's Aid. We're gonna Boom Boom Groove first, it looks like. See what's in the deck. Not a bad choice. Come here. Come here, cat. Hello. Boom Boom Groove again. I didn't even see what I grabbed. I'm so quick with it. Alright, Secret Box and a Brock Scouting. Some discard fodder for the Secret Box. Just debating if getting rid of the boss was the best card. I think we're okay with that. So we get to grab an item, a supporter, a stadium, and a tool. Which should get us everything we need to knock out this Mewtwo. Buddy, Black Belt's training, the Brave Bangle tool we need, and a stadium just to put in our hand. We'll play the Buddy Poffin, that way our bench is full, so we're doing the full 100 damage. Then we'll play the Black Belt's training, so we're effectively doing 140 damage. Once we put the tool on, we're doing 170 damage times 2. So we're doing 340. Enough to knock out the Mewtwo. I think we're just down to 1 prize card. Tape, you gotta quit hollering into the mic, my dude. It's a bit extreme. Attached to the Mewtwo, play another Archer, really play my hand down, for show, for show. At this point it's definitely a good play. Wow, Sacred Ash, Dipplin, Grookey is crazy. GG's. We pulled a little too far ahead too soon. Can definitely be a tough matchup. I think if you just lead the Spide Ops and try to play a single prize game, it makes it a lot harder for me. Alright, here we are with round 2. Get ready. We got the homie opening up some packs, some prismatic that we had at locals. Actually had some on the shelf. So we're gonna do a quick setup real quick. Looks like everyone's rolling. Got our prizes out. I'm going second in this game. Gang gang. Let's get it. Rip. Here comes a prismatic. Oh. Just a hollow evolution. But round 2. Drumroll. Oh. With the Pokeball Roaring Moon and the Scoop Up Cyclone. Not the greatest pulls. Not the greatest pulls, but hey, we're here for it. Thanks for sharing. Love to see it. At this point, I did not know what I was up against, but the Blood Moon was a good indicator. Playing an Ultra Ball. Never want to start Blood Moon, man. Couldn't help but notice an Energy Switch and Boss are good cards to be discarded. So, like, obviously, he needed to get something on the bench. Just the rest of the hand was not it. Were better cards. Because, like, those aren't things you want to throw away usually. But chooses to Ultra Ball for the Meowth to get another supporter. And is going to get the Cyrano for next turn. I believe that allows him to grab 3 EXs and then a pass. So we're going to go Applin, Grookey, Shaymin, play the bug catching set. Pretty sure he might be on some slot box shenanigans, so he put the Shaymin down immediately. Looks like we get a Grass and a Dipplin. Good cards, good cards. Off the bug catching set, that's pretty much what we want to see. Little shuffle. Just debating if I attach this Grass. And a pass, just in case he gets knocked out. Benches the Wellspring and plays a Cyrano, so it's a really good thing we had the Shaymin in hand. Otherwise, I was in danger this turn. Cyrano for a Teal Mask Ogerpon, the Latias EX so we can retreat for free, and the Kangaskhan EX, Mega Kangaskhan EX, with the Run Aaron's ability. Very nice to be able to draw some cards. But first we're going to Teal Dance, Accelerated Grass Energy, and draw a card. Manual attach a Water for turn, free retreat into the Kangaskhan, and draw 2. To a pass. We're going to evolve, attach, evolve, play the stadium, and hit a Lillies. Almost thought about taking it back, but nah, the hand was ripping. We had what we needed. All the pieces. So now I get to see 8 fresh cards, and we'll still be able to use our Boom Boom Groove ability. which means we will be able to fill the board and hit for some big numbers. We got a buddy, I see it right there. Gonna play the bug catching set first, see what we get. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose 2 grass Pokemon or grass energy. And we're gonna get an Applin and a Thwackey. Play the Applin, put the Thwack in the hand, and play our Buddy Poffin. Just conferring with the hand, seeing what we got. I think we might go Goldeen Grookey. Nope, Applin Grookey. Just keep it on the pressure with the apples. Debating if I'm going back in the deck or not. We are gonna play Thwackey's ability, Boom Boom Groove, like Quick Search but for monkeys. And we're gonna get the Brave Bangle. That way we can hit for a little over 200 damage. We get to hit for 130 and 130 again for 260. Figure that way it sets up some more damage for later. Puts us in a good spot. He bumps the stadium. Benches another Teal Mask Ogrepon. Run errands for 2. Teal Dance. Draw a card. Love that ability. Gets a Pheasantipity. Said, oh wait, you didn't knock anything out, did you? I said, no. He was gonna take it back. I said, of course. It's locals. We're chilling. Yeah, the Shaymin really messes up the game plans. Not being able to attack my active and my benched. Gonna go boss. The Thwackey. And guess what? Oh, attachment energy. Hit me with a sob. 20 damage and I am stuck in active. Can evolve that Thwackey, can evolve that Dipplin. Play a bug catching set. Let's look at some grass cards. Just a Grookey, but we'll take it. So we are stuck in active. We need a Kieran to switch us out. And we did not get a Kieran. So we'll just attach another grass to our Dipplin. That way we have another attacker ready. And we're going to play a Lillies. Because we get to see 8 cards, and we're just hoping to see the Kieran that we need for next turn if he decides to try to saw block us in active again. And I could have bumped the stadium, but if we bump the stadium, he gets the Mega Kangaskhan out of play. So definitely a bad move. Got to keep that up until we can hopefully take advantage of it. Gonna play a Crispin. One for the active, one for the hand. One for the active, one for the hand, the Teal Dance. Teal Dance. big plays to be had here. Lots of energy on the board. And he's going to knock out my active, but since Shaymin's there, he's not going to shuffle any of the energy back into the deck because it wouldn't hit. So I will promote the Dipplin, draw for turn. Just got to get someone else on the bench. Play the Buddy Poffin. Get the Grookey back on the bench. I don't shuffle a deck because we're going back in. Poké Pad. For another Dipplin. We got to keep the chain going. It's the best thing that we can do if our hand gets disrupted. And then we will Boom Boom Groove for boss. Attach an energy for turn. Boss the Kangaskhan before we bump the stadium. Then we bump the stadium. We'll do the wave for 130. Just want to make sure there's nothing else in the hand to play. Looks like we're good here. Yep. 130 knocks that out. I get 3 prizes. And then I'll hit into that for another 130. Here comes the Pheasantipity with another Teal Dance. With a Flip the Script, get to draw 3 cards after someone was knocked out. Another Teal Dance. This man's got so many energy. Gonna play Crispin. A lot to think about with all this on board. There's 2. Accelerates the fighting. Teal Dances. Or holds the grass. Just knocks out the active for 100. Promote the Dipplin. Poké Pad for another Thwackey. Looking through the deck, probably just going to Boom Boom Groove for the next piece we need. Just got to check the hand. Put a Goldeen down. Attach an energy for turn. And yep, we will Boom Boom Groove twice. Gotta love being able to find any piece on command. The deck goes crazy for it. Secret Box in a boss's order. Can attach the Bangle. We'll do the wave for 130, getting the knock. And 130 to the Latias. And so now I just have the right pieces in my hand for next turn, if we get to keep our hand. Teal Dance, draw a card. Free retreat into the Mega Kangaskhan. Can like a double energy switch. into a cipher. Get to pick 2 cards and put them on top of your deck in any order. Into the Run Errands ability to immediately put it in your hand is goated. Tip. Yep, ciphered. And then run errands into the 2 cards. We're gonna bump the stadium. It's one more piece I need to find. Bench another Grass Ogre Pond. Play Night Stretcher. For water, attach for turn. Play the Glass Trumpet. Get 1 on our Meowth. Debating on benching the Bolt or not. Unfair Stamp. So unfair, but honestly probably not as unfair as my Thwackey's ability. So we just have to accept it. And that's why we try to set up our board accordingly. Unfair for 2 cards. I think I got a Grass. And a Sacred Ash. And he is gonna put the Raging Bolt down, and just had to remind me to attach the Water Energy earlier. And he's gonna knock me out with a Kangaskhan. Gotta flip the coin just to see, right? Draw for turn, double Boom Boom Groove. I need 1 more for the bench. And I need a Stadium and Boss. So we boss first, and then I grab and put down the Stadium for the Latias. Boss up the Latias and we win the game. And then I kind of wrongly pointed to the Meowth, saying like, you know, if I didn't do that I could have done this, but I would have needed 1 more Pokemon to do that. So there's game 2. Dipplin's on the run up, on the come up. To be feared. Game 3, I get to go first. Looking like a good opening hand with the Buddy Poffin. We love to see it. Just a little bit of shuffling. Alright. The fist bump and the draw for turn. Gonna go right into the Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Give me an Applin and a Grookey. Gotta keep our attackers up. And that is gonna be a pass for my turn. My opponent draws for turn into the Judge. This man is ruthless. Shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 4. 2 Bangles, a box, and the grass energy is crazy. Love to see the secret box. Hate to see the rest of the good tools go away. And he tries to hit me with the Soul Rock, but there is no Lunatone. And so it's just going to be a pass. So we're going to draw for turn. We did draw into the Dipplin, which is cool. So you can do that. But now I got to get rid of both of my Brave Bangles, which I come to find out I really kind of need in this matchup. Because as we've yet to see, I'm up against Mega Lucario. So we're going to get Poké Pad. We are going to get our Stadium. We're going to get a Lillie's. Is that going to be a Poké Pad or is it going to be a Buddy? It is going to be a Buddy. Am I going to play it like that? Let's see. And an Air Balloon. Okay. Play a Buddy. That is my hand. I'm just throwing it up so he sees it. Grab a Grookey and a Goldeen. That's all discard pile. Just showing him I haven't played a supporter yet. We're going to play the Stadium. Attach the Air Balloon to the Grookey and play the Lily's Determination. Hit it with a good shuffle. And let's see 8 cards. We really need a grass energy. Eight cards. We got a grass. We got a bug catching set. Give me a Thwackey. We got a Thwackey. And a Rellor. Can use the Boom Boom Groove ability. And just straight up grab an Applin. And then we will do the wave for 200 because it's weak to grass. And 100 and knock out the Shaymin. We're off to a strong start. 2 prizes for Trev. Attach for turn. Ultra Ball. Sorry, it was a little out of frame, y'all. Gonna grab another Riolu. And a pass. So draw for turn. Swing the bug catching set. Got a Grookey. We got a grass. It's something. Another bug catching set. We are swinging. I see a Dipplin and an Applin. And it looks like we are going to Boom Boom Groove for another Thwackey. And Boom Boom Groove again. For what looks like a Poké Pad. Evolve. Oh yeah, I was looking for my Brave Bangles, and they were both in my discard pile. I'm like, why are these not here? Where are my damage modifiers? And they're just gone. Yeah, I'm just checking if I've played a supporter. So it looks like I'm gonna boss the Riolu with energy. And then we just hit for the 100 because we did not have our tool. He's going to evolve into Mega Lucario. Starting off strong. Put the Riolu down. Catches a Lunatone off the Fighting Gong. Attaches an energy for turn. Plays a Mega Signal for another Mega Lucario. Then we're going to flip the script for Makuhita. And tries to evolve the Mega Lucario, but that did just come down this turn. And then played a Lillies. Gonna attach the Max Belt. Thinning is winning. You know, it's one more card out of the deck. Night Stretcher for Fighting Energy. And then a switch. I was like, surely he can't attack me, and then homie played a switch. I'm like, what? Crazy. And then he bumps my stadium and hits for the knockout. Gonna promote Dipplin. Bench another Applin. Bump a stadium. Just trying to see what our best play here is, because we don't have too many damage modifiers. But we'll play a Poké Pad. We'll get a Dipplin out. And then we will Boom Boom Groove since we're in here. Grab a Seaking. Hit it one more time. Just showing how the ability works, and then I don't have to reveal it. And then we will use a Black Belt's training, so we're hitting for 140 to 80. And this is pretty funny. I cut it. He's like, is this the right amount of damage? I'm like, oh, I think you have too much. And then I took the wrong amount off. It doesn't really matter come the next turn, but it's just funny that I made it worse. I think it was supposed to have 280 damage, and I put it at like 240. Start off strong with the Lillies. Evolve another Mega Lucario. Just gonna discard and retreat. And I know I'm in a pretty good spot here, as long as it doesn't heal that when I just need a boss. Alright. Hits me with enough damage. The 130 knocks out our Dipplin. I'm gonna draw for turn. We get the grass energy that we need. We have a boss in hand. And we will do the wave for the last 3 prize cards. Yeah, Mega Lucario can be a little tough, but the single prizer into the 3 prize trade is pretty good. Alright, game 4. Looks like I am going first. This is the worst matchup in the room for homie. Shout out JT for putting up with it. Not a bad start. We got something active and we have a Buddy Poffin. We're playing the game. Or so we appear to be. Yeah, pardon me for the camera being a little skewed on this one. This still works out alright. Alright, he opens 2 Gibbles. We got the Grookey into the bug catching set. And we hit another Grookey and a Thwackey. Love to see it. You're going to put down the Buddy Poffin. Just go double apples. Can't go wrong. Got to get the attacker set up. And then I will attach the grass to discard and retreat. And pass. Oops, gonna attach a Rocky Energy. And boss up the Grookey. And hit for 20. Which definitely did foil my plans. I can't lie. Debating if we just play the Lillies or if we evolve and then play the Lillies, hoping to get an Air Balloon, but we did the safer of the two. Just played the Lillies first. You know, always good to see 8 cards and make some choices. Doesn't look like I got a whole lot of playables. I did get a Poké Pad for next turn. We're gonna rip it now. For the Goldeen because I have Seaking in hand. Ooh, look at that shuffle. Did you see that? Did you see that mess? Into a pass. Just a tough pass. Gets to evolve both the Gibbles into Garchomp and then use the ability. Search for 2 more Cynthia's Pokemon. Gonna go Roselia. Eyeing up that Garchomp. But decides on the Gibble. Because again, you gotta keep the chain going. And then hits me for the 40. Because Roselia hasn't evolved yet. So my Grookey still got 10 HP. A whole bunch of another Grookey. Evolve the Goldeen to Seaking. Not much else I can play here. Just gonna pass. I figure he'll either boss something up or this will get knocked out eventually. There's the Cynthia's Roserade, and now we're gonna start using Gabite's ability to search out more Cynthia's Pokemon. Pretty sick ability, actually. Gonna get a Roselia. And there's the Garchomp. And knocks out my Grookey. Let the games begin. He gets to draw cards. Thinks he has up to 6 in hand with his ability. It's pretty cool. We'll promote the Seaking, that way we can do the wave. We'll evolve a Thwackey. We'll put the Festival Grounds up. Night Stretcher, another Grookey. Let's just keep him in the mix here. Just debating on playing this card before we use our Thwackey abilities. I'm going to play a Judge. I needed a Grass, an Air Balloon, and a Dipplin, and I could only quick search for 2 cards. Alright, we'll use 1 Boom Boom Groove. Air Balloon Dipplin. Which means we must have gotten the grass. Yup. Air Balloon Dipplin grass. Retreat. Do the wave for 200 and another 200. So we're in the game. We're set up, and then we got the air balloon on our Seaking for the free retreat, which is real nice. Gonna attach the energy for turn. It's a tough matchup, but the Goldeen does 40 base damage, and it does 30 more for each Cynthia's that's in play. Wow, Cynthia's Roserade. I was gonna call it Roselia again, but the Roserade does an additional 30 damage for each one in play. So the 40 goes up to 70 and then goes up to 100 for having two of them. Definitely a good way to have your attack damage stack. Just debating exactly what cards to grab. Understandable. Gonna get a Goldeen. And then play the Lilies. Double Poké Pad. Gonna get another Roselia. And a Roserade. And then use the other two Goldeen's abilities for 2 Garchomps. And knock me out. Promote that way we can use our Thwackey's ability and get another apple up on the board. Play bug catching set. We need a Dipplin. We need a Dipplin stat. Grass energy's good. Rellor, we'll take it out of the deck. Another bug catching set. Might as well rip it, eh? Just debating if we boss or if we just use Seaking to knock that out. But it looks like we're gonna Boom Boom Groove for another Thwackey. Boom Boom Groove. For Lana's aid. And one more for Sacred Ash. I think I'm just real light on energies. Lana's for grass, Applin, Dipplin. Evolve to Dipplin. Attach the grass return. Like I could hit a bug catching set, but I think I just want to hold it. So we'll do the wave for the knockout, and then do the wave, and it only hits 100. I think the Roserade has 130. Put down a Roselia. There's the fighting energy of return to retreat. Definitely a tough matchup with the grass weakness. Not being able to put up your 2 prizer. Gonna put the band on Spiritomb. So he's got like 110 HP or something. Puts him over 100. And then knock me out. For 100 damage, we'll just put the Applin in active because I know we have a Dipplin. Attach the grass for a turn. Put an Applin down. Play the Sacred Ash, just get some stuff back in the deck. And we're gonna hit the Boom Boom Groove. ×2. And there's the third. Let's see what we grabbed. A boss. Another bug catching set. Trying to thin out the deck some. Got a grass energy and a Rellor. Just debating if it's worth the boss. Looks like we're just gonna do the wave into the active. And do the wave. It's coming to a close here. We had a rough start, but we've started to run away with the game now. Hits me with the Spiritomb. And he just needs to see that I have the right cards. Applin active, promote the Dipplin, evolve it. Grass energy, GG's. And that was it. It was a pretty good locals run. We end up going 4-0 and getting first place. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Thank you to Twin Knights for hosting and throwing such a nice event with such lovely people. Always a pleasure, guys. Peace.